Clem just slowly looks at you.
What's Ghost Wheel?
Error, he says after a while, and he stops glaring at you.
That was Kill Bill.
Ghost Wheel actually spoke to us about some of this stuff. It would, might make things a bit easier for Ghost Wheel.
Who is Ghost Wheel?
Give me spot hidden rolls, everybody at half. Good luck.
By quarter or minus 60.
Fumble.
Right. Rock puts his hands over his eyes and goes, "It's too horrible." The other two are like, did Clem smile as he turned away just a little, just a tick of the mouth? Probably just the shadows and light. And let's see, who was it that made a quarter? Pete's like, he fucking smiled. He smiled. I fucking saw it. You can't convince me it was the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Shows a close-up of Pete's face with the Kill Bill thing playing.
I was just thinking the last time this happened, Freddy got really freaked out about Clem. Pity Freddy's not here to get freaked out about Clems again.
Oh my God, the things that happened to Freddy were just amazingly fun.
When, like leaving the notepad and the pencil there and turning the page over and then not knowing if it had been written on or not. And all right, Clem.
What can I do you for?
Give me, hold on, let me check it. Then he goes, "Shave, please," and sits in the chair.
Okay, I get the razor.
No. Ask him if does he want. Yes.
Hot towel?
Yes, please.
Where are you going back to?
He says, "Home designation."
What did you say? I didn't hear you over Scott's laughter. Home designation?
That's what he said.
Huh.
You've got a hot towel in your hands. He's got a whole mess of them in like.
I put a hot towel over his face.
He disappears.
Now it's
wow.
Now it's broken, says Scott. Yes, I'd rolled a 98. I was like, yeah.
Wow, I wonder where his home is.
No, it's interesting though that he will have to try once things are settled, or not, depending on how much of a gamble you want to do. We'll have to try home designation and see what response we get.
Yeah, and also it looks like any of us can be Clem.
Yeah.
Not normal. Not yeah, maybe it could be. It doesn't have to be Clem. It's to do with the barbershop itself.
Yeah, so one of us can Clem a couple other people if Clem is broken. Although Clem just disappeared, we have no idea where we wound up.
The other question is, can you do it to yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Can you sit down and put a hot towel over your face after going through the...
That's what I think of that idea.
May as well just slit your own throat and get it over with.
With the razor, yes.
Yeah, that makes
the
sense.
Straight razor. Shave.
Well, now apparently you're the barber, so you work here now, Russ.
Awesome. Okay, I'm going to write that in my notes. I'm the barber at Clem's in Waras. We have trumps of each other, so this could be actually pretty... So if we find out that what I'm doing actually works, we can get to other zones and then trump card each other through. So this could be a very good way to get to zones we don't have trump cards of.
You might want to make a note that Clem's in here is now broken. Clem's in
Waras is broken?
Hit me out.
I sit in the chair.
Oh, right. Sorry. Fuck.
You sit in the chair.
Take a trim.
Not a shave?
All right, I get the scissors out.
All right.
I get the. Would you like me to shave your hair or clip it?
Trim.
Okay, I trim off the top. Okay, I'm
Roll
going to make
your-
my hair cutting at Learns.
Got.
Hey,
Hey, if it fumbles, you would have gotten a pair of scissors in the eye.
No problem. You got a very unique haircut now. You
My
can
mom
Google
used to
bad
fumble her
haircuts
haircut rolls
later
all
if
the
you
time.
like.
guess I'll keep my fedora on.
Yeah.
Hey, you asked for it.
You look at your fedora. He didn't take it off either before he started. You're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's like, okay. Well, so one fedora later. ... You see, Holmes looks like he's concentrating on shit again. Mute.
Okay.
Clemson Vorace is broken courtesy of The Rock. I'll put that on the boards.
There you go.
Where are we trumping to?
Warehouse and Gothic. I think we're trying to get the Gothic, right?
Yeah, we
I
just to check see if magic's getting harder to do in Gothic before we go to Genovia.
Yeah. Okay, so I trump us to the Warehouse and Gothic.
Roll luck, please. Something may have been changed.
The Warehouse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's broken in, left any dead bodies in there, apparently. Happy days. No problem. You guys all trump over to Gothic post-apocalypse San Angeles, and you're in a little warehouse, and you can hear it. It sounds like horses and Magitech cars and all that kind of shit is just roaming the streets as normal. You definitely very, it's a very distinctive sound.
Okay, before we go to the warehouse, I want to go to Clem's and make sure that he didn't disappear everywhere.
Hang on
Hold
a
on
second
just a
before
second.
we leave the warehouse.
Yes.
I was going to attempt to cast a spell.
Okay, very good.
Me
I
too.
was going to attempt to cast full rules.
Roll.
Do I need a willpower roll?
Yeah. Hold on a second. Let's see. You're in Gothic post-apocalyptic. Magic. Magic. Willpower times 5, please.
Shit.
Casting breath.
Apparently, things be all fucked up.
It's everything.
I need to remove Obed's name from that. 1,
Poor Obed.
2.
We hardly knew you.
Oh yes,
Yay.
it works. Full rule worked, Logan.
Magic times 5, tech times 3. Obvious. Let's see. With your full rules, what attracts agents? Tech that is obvious. In other words, if you strap a Chris onto a gun, it may or may not fool people. Of course, they may do you for having a gun, but you know.
Obvious what? Tech that is not part of the...
Tech
Yeah,
that
obvious
is
tech.
obvious. Tech that is obvious will attract agents.
Okay.
Should try out the
Yeah.
spell still.
So, in other words, what that tells you, Pete, is like, let's say you had a regular car that burned gas, and then you strap a big fucking Chris to it and make it look kind of like one of the cars around. You might be able to drive that shit around without attracting agents.
The other thing is, I think tech's gotten easier here. I've got a vague feeling. I'm just trying to remember from when people have done stuff here previously. I don't think it was that easy, or it might have been the particular tech they were using.
Write something in Latin, and I'll try and use my translator on it.
If there are any other thing they don't wish to disclose, they will let the PCs know that there are other secret things as well. Are there other secret things as well?
Not yet.
All right. I shall attempt to write some Latin for rock. Yep.
But you already know what the tech type multiplier is.
Yeah, I just want to see if there's any other effects. Will times 3.
Sure.
Fail. Yes.
Sounds like he's passing a kidney stone, but finally the translator goes, and it says, it
It
works.
says 40. It works. Yeah, less than 40. What'd you write? Sic Semper Tyrannis?
Magic is going away.
Well, duh. Did the
Magic
text
is-
seem like it worked faster or better than usual?
Magic is fading.
No, it seemed that it gave you a great deal of difficulty getting the tech to work. It's almost as though just the magic is draining out, but the tech is still hard.
Well, okay, yeah. So the tech isn't getting easier.
Not yet.
I want to test out the laser pistol disguised as a crisp pistol.
Put your hand away from your mouth when you talk. Sure.
Okay. Is there something? Any empty crates here? Something to shoot?
No, but there is a nice side of the really tiny warehouse you're inside of you could shoot out. Or you can open the door and let loose a hail of blaster beams on various people, I suppose.
I'll just try and shoot the ground like 10 meters away.
I think you overestimate the size of the closet you're in. I want you to imagine a large broom closet.
I was told it was a warehouse.
There's different sizes of warehouses.
Isn't this the warehouse where they were getting the
So
painting repaired? That was a
Oh,
decent
that
size.
one. No, that's much longer. Yes, you can. It may fuck up the trump cards for everybody that has them in different parts here, but you can definitely blast away at the
Well,
floor and hope that.
I'm assuming that's the warehouse since they rented
Yes.
it for an extended period.
Yes.
Yeah.
This one, the PCs haven't trashed just yet, but they're getting ready to, which goes with barrel of a laser gun, kind of moving around, getting ready to fuck up
We
all
can
those
go.
trump
We can go
cards.
outside, get some crates,
find
bring them
it.
in, and you can shoot them so they spread crate bits of wood all over the warehouse floor.
That would ruin my trump.
as well. Yeah,
we'll just find.
I like your thinking, Pete. Take a
And
card.
then we will get brooms,
It'll still fuck up the trump though, but yeah, it's good thinking.
only if they attempt to use it while the wood's there.
We'll go elsewhere.
Not
and do it.
necessarily. They've been finding out, Pete, that even if you like put a chair in there and then it breaks it, and then even if you take the chair, it's still broken. They
Yeah,
don't know
but I
why.
thought it only breaks it when you attempt to use it. If you don't attempt to use it while the
Well,
object's
then it's
there,
just the
break it.
Schrodinger's thing. It might still actually be broken. I might not even have somebody roll for it, and I might just tell them your shit's broken.
All right. Sorry, Scott. What were you saying?
We'll just do it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Go out.
That's probably a good idea. I recommend going and finding one of Rasslin' Rad's warehouses and blowing a hole in the wall and then running off.
Go outside. of
Wrestling
town,
rad.
find an empty field or something.
There are empty fields outside of town. I mean, you'd have to go way outside of town, like through the forest and stuff, possibly end up camping overnight in order to test out the laser, but could be done.
Oh, forest would be good.
Cool. Do you guys have any camping supplies, or do you want to just go into the forest and go, if we die, we die? We're going to sleep on the ground and hope that it doesn't
How
rain.
could it possibly be that far?
Well, you're trying to get away from anybody who might go, oh my God, people are shooting things. Ah.
Yeah, and we need to get bicycles and
Just outside of town.
Well, there's farmers and shit that work just outside town because the town is like the safe area. If you can get into town when bad guys attack, then they might not be able to kill you. And so all the farmers farm as close to fucking town as possible. And so it's actually a high concentration of people just outside of town.
Yeah, they work like 3 months a year. So
They still live there. Their kids
they're
play there.
Silly question. Has anybody worked out if the sewers of disappointment exist in Gothic?
That might
yes,
be a good
they
place to
do.
go.
They do.
That might
Well,
be a
then
better
let's
place
go
to
there, and you can shoot your gun in there.
Excellent. Take
But
card B.
if we don't go too deep, then it should still be considered Gothic.
That's how we got the breaker out. Was we took them through the sewers and sewer walked them. So yes, it's
Beautiful.
they
There you go.
definitely exist.
All right, we'll
You
go
guys
there then.
head into one of the sewers. I'm sure that between McKay and the Rock, you guys could definitely find a fucking sewer entrance. You guys go down there like a bunch of reverse chuds, and then Scott, you prepared to fire the pistol at some wall that nobody cares about.
That's a load-bearing wall.
And find out that and find out that Freddy has created a Trump for the sewer place just for you.
Yeah. I just sent a message. Trump stops working. God damn it! Now the ones of the places seem to be getting more delicate. The ones of the people, not so much.
Logan, so, I take it if we screw up a Trump scene, then the Trump is definitely broken.
Good experimentation. I like it. Sure, it takes a long time to make a Trump card, but by God, just scattering like marbles over just to see if it fucks it up. I like that thinking. That's good experimentation. So okay. Go ahead and first roll the willpower times 3 roll. If you make that, give me a laser roll and simply don't fumble. Anything except a fumble is just fine. But if you get a fumble, you pull a fumble card. Anything else, you manage to hit something that's not you or your buddies.
He fumbled.
Oh my God. 3. Okay, you managed to fumble the willpower roll anyway. So let's see what that fumble is. Broken. It just literally falls to pieces as you look at it. You're holding the handle in your hand and looking at the camera as though somebody just sat on your dog and squished it.
Oh my God, you willed that gun to death.
I can give you a card instead of you spending a...
Yeah, I've got a reroll as well.
Okay.
Well, mine's a player's choice, so...
I'll keep the player's choice. I'll give him a reroll, and then he doesn't have to spend pause.
If he draws a fumble card, he's still in the fumble cards.
I didn't think he'd gotten to drawing a fumble card yet.
Yeah, Logan excitedly drew a fumble card right away.
A fumble card and stuff, and he didn't say, "Hey, no." He waited and heard the result, and then. So now he's in the fumble.
Yeah, Logan, you do need to pause a little bit before you excitedly go grab a fumble card, though. He didn't really have a chance to do that because you were like, fumble card, hey, this is what happens. Like instantaneously.
I think there was a couple seconds he could have said no, but he didn't.
Play this back, buddy. There was not a couple seconds. You were really excited.
Do you want a new fumble card?
Oh. Okay.
Your reroll will give you a new fumble card.
The reroll. Oh, it does? Okay, yeah, new fumble card.
Very few times do they actually break. You managed to give me a new willpower roll. If you make your willpower times 3, then the laser went off, but you managed to shoot yourself in the foot. If you fail your willpower times 3, nothing happens. If you fumble it, I'm going to give you a new fumble card. Cool. Roll a d6 on yourself. Ow, you say.
Yeah, well, it works. What skill is this weapon?
Laser pistol or energy pistol. I'd put it under energy pistol because that covers lasers, phasers, and blasters. But it doesn't cover needlers and slug throwers.
Does regular pistol skill have any advantage with that?
Regular pistol is needlers, slug throwers, stuff that you're used to.
I know, but with the Magitech pistols, you gave us you gave us our pistol skill minus something.
No, it was straight pistol skill.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, you started as straight pistol skill because it was pretty much shooting. Yeah. The logistics of using it were very similar.
Yeah, actually, just put it under pistol skill, Scott.
Oh, okay.
I know, like with Doc Fulton and the alien blaster, or whatever he had, that was
yeah, for special case blasters, I'll keep it as a special blaster type skill.
Well, you're lucky that didn't have a wide area of destruction because is there a crater in the floor next to his foot?
No, just the tip of his shoe is smoking.
Okay.
Is that all real damage?
Yeah.
Well, fuck yeah.
Okay.
You probably
It's
missed
not
a couple toes.
It's not set to stun.
Yeah. Doesn't appear to be an overthruster.
Freddie got back to me. Hehehe.
Nice. Okay. Ow.
Okay. Nice shot. Shall we
Did
try and
that,
get?
so it wouldn't ruin any trumps.
Should we try and get the Hika? Or do we have more business in Gothic?
No. Oh, we'll just go by the golden wattle. I mean, I could spend a couple of days here quite easily, but I don't want to tie you two
Make
up.
sure it's not on fire.
Yeah, I would like to spend a day here so I can get my magic points back.
Yeah.
2 is a little
gonna be,
precarious.
It really is. Yeah, you guys go and swing by, or in Glenn's case, limp by the golden wattle, and it hurts so much with no toes. And yeah, you see a bunch of workmen that are doing workman stuff. I don't think anybody here is really an accomplished worker guy, so you probably don't know exactly what they're doing.
No,
but they
right,
appear to be. What?
Just check with the foreman, see how things are going, if there's any hold-ups or any issues.
No, everything's going along pretty good. It's currently on schedule. We have had some people from the government that stopped by, and I just wanted to check, what's the purpose of this building going to be?
I believe the intent is to be a club.
Mixed use.
A club for, I mean, when they asked me, I wanted to be able to tell them something. Mixed use doesn't really cut it. Mixed use could mean it could mean that you were wanting to produce illegal drugs in the back. They're not going to
the current fort is an officers club.
I think I would like to go, and as soon as the workday is done, I'll definitely go let my contacts know. They should be extremely pleased that because there's no good officers clubs here.
No, we didn't see any either, so we thought that was what we were thinking it might.
We may end up getting some more people guarding. We have had some minor thefts of materials and tools and such going on, but I'm thinking if we're building an officers club, those may stop.
Okay.
With the guards around, I mean. Very good.
The intent was a private club.
All right. We're fine. Do you need anything from me?
No, not at all. We're just seeing how it was going, and if there was any hold-ups or anything you required.
The money's coming in. The workers are all happy. As soon as the curse got lifted, everybody was right back to work, sir.
Beautiful.
You just let Rasslin' Rad know that I am on top of it, whatever my name is.
Okay.
Thank you.
The foreman nods and goes back to directing people.
We shall leave him in peace.
That's weird. Right. Would you guys like to go to a nice restaurant, a little bit of fine dining? Because it's actually not expensive here to go fine dining and get a nice suite and stuff like that.
Yeah, so the plan is to turn it into a high-end private club that appeals to tall poppies, movers, and shakers of Gothic as a place to unwind and drink, network with their peers. So yes.
Yeah, it's a great idea for a club, but the guy didn't know that. That was his problem.
That's what, when we were spitballing ideas, that was what we settled on.
Okay. We could go to
something that would work for this place.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. I just think people are done talking when they're not. We could go to the Hilton.
What?
The Hilton's nice.
What's that?
It's a hotel.
It's the hotel that used to have a gate going into it from the Shadow Academy.
Yep. We could see
we could go to the Australian Embassy.
Yep, we could do that too. I just wanted to see if the go-away room still works in the Hilton.
Good idea.
Oh, you mean in the? Oh, yeah. Oh, fucking Russ,
Nice
take a
thinking.
card.
Nice thinking, Russ. Nice
Mm-hmm.
thinking, Rock. I should say, Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
What room?
There's a back room that we used to, where the gate from the Shadow Academy went,
Yeah,
The
and
smoking,
we made
smoking
it.
room.
Somebody cast a spell that makes people go away, not want to be there, not see
Oh.
it.
My first question is, would you like to get a suite there?
How much does that cost?
This is the second finest hotel in town, and so a suite is a mere 40 silvers a night.
Yeah, sure. Let's sleep here.
Cool. And then guy looks impressed because you guys are dressed okay, except like the guy who's got a hole in his shoe and stuff. Would you like to have me send the shoemaker to your room, sir?
The cobbler?
Yes.
Yes, I could use a repair.
We could just have him make some new shoes for you. We have contacts in the town.
Okay.
That
Okay.
won't take too long.
So I go to the back room.
You see the Rock just kind of wandering off while you're busy talking to the guy. He just.
Yep.
Okay.
This is way more than it's listed in the Gothic price list.
Oh yes, this is the second finest hotel in town. You should see how much it costs to go to the finest hotel in town.
70 silver.
Mhm.
Gold.
Mhm.
Hopefully.
Okay. I'm sorry. I leave the guys and go check out the back room.
No problem. It looks like it's empty. You're not sure what the deal is, but nobody seems to be in the smoking room.
I willpower my glasses to work. It's will times 5.
No. Willing your glasses to work is yes, it is will times 5. Sorry, go on.
Aren't we in Gothic?
Crit.
Oh, Gothic? Oh yeah, you're in Gothic post-apocalypse.
Yeah, it's a Chris item,
Yeah. It's,
Logan,
so it just works.
nope.
No.
no, magic is not where it's magical. Magic is going.
Sometimes
I
crit
critted-
items are different, but
Since I crit willpower, do I get a check in it, or is that just for will times 3 or less?
will times 3 or less.
Okay, that's too bad.
You look around and yeah, it's got a go away spell. Did you look at the go away spell before with your magic glasses?
Yes, I did.
Give me a memory roll. Since you're the one who brought this up, you can be at full on this memory roll. You remember there used to be something that if you came in here, it would summon demons, big fucking black and red demons that would come out of the walls, and that doesn't seem
Would
to
you?
happen here.
I blink and make my analyze magic at half.
Oh, that
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was your memory roll, dude, that you failed.
Yeah, so I blink and make my analyze magic at half, so I still know what's
it
going
looks
on.
like it has a go away spell here.
Okay, is there anything, since this is a spell area, is there anything happening to the magic?
Well, that's what the memory roll that you fumbled was for.
Oh, okay, all
I
right.
have no idea.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I was trying to say. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay, but there's nothing really weird about the magic when I get my analyze magic, because I have general knowledge of what magic is supposed to look like.
I know.
No?
You don't know.
Okay, cool.
Looks
Cool.
like a standard go away spell. So, right, the other two are just staring at the guy behind the desk who's looking uncomfortable.
We shall
Okay.
wander off towards the smoking room.
Excellent. You run into the Rock. He's in there looking around, confused.
So, is it all right if I invite someone to dinner?
Sure.
I don't know if
Um,
they'll come or not, but
Since this has a go away spell on it, I do want to try, before we sleep, I want to try and make a trump of this room, which should remain stable.
yes.
You notice that this room is clean. It looks like it's always clean.
Mhm.
So you're thinking cleaners do come in. They just don't like to stick around for long.
Oh, okay. So the go away spell doesn't keep them out. Okay.
Now, but it keeps them from wanting to be here for long. But it's not a bad place. Just make a note when you do skill ordering if you want to make a thing of this. This might be a good place to have a card. I'm not saying a lot. If you remind me about the go away spell, I'll give you a plus 10% to your luck roll that nobody's fucked with the room.
Okay,
yeah.
That's cool. That's good.
Cool. Everybody ignores you when you ask if they mind if you bring anybody to dinner.
No, I said that's fine.
They responded.
Yeah, we
good.
responded.
I was ignoring you. Sorry. No problem. Just so you guys know, fine dining per person is only 10 silvers here, which considering how many silvers and a gold, that's pretty good.
Yep.
So I'm going to go and see if Sally was interested in dining at.
Wasn't Sally the Potter and stuff?
Yep, Dodora.
Yep.
You
She
taught
would
what's
love
the name
to
of
join you.
the
She said you've given her some notice, which is good. She is going to go out and get a new outfit.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be dining at the Helton?
Yes. And I'm warning her that I'm saying that yes, and 2 of my traveling companions will be there as well.
She says the Helton's okay.
Sally.
You've met her.
Oh.
Have you ever dined at the Australian Embassy?
Not
Yes.
in this zone.
I see.
No, there's another one.
You are not with him. I don't think he brought you home to see his girlfriend real quick there. It just shows you like saying random shit and the bellhop's just staring at you waiting for a tip.
But yes, yeah, we could dine at. I mean, we just got a suite at the Hilton just to rest off before we move on. We're noticing some weird stuff going on.
Do you have your own room, or are you just part of the suite?
I don't know what we ended
Right
up
now
getting.
you're part of a suite, but now you're thinking maybe you should drop another 40 and get it.
I will drop another 40 and get it my own.
Yeah, at this point she's like the Helton would be fine, and so yes, you can tell, you can see the evening spreading before you now. It's like she gets to eat at fine dining, show off new dress, and the
That's fine. That's
spreading before you, huh? You really just said that.
Now I don't
And
know.
wasn't deliberate. Awesome.
Now I don't know if Rock has met her, but I definitely know Glenn has met her.
He's already forgotten her. You can tell from the look in his eye. Even if I showed him a picture of somebody, he might go, vague memory of face.
Would you like a Scott? Would you like a reminder as to where you know her from?
Yes.
You were investigating a case into the missing daughter of one of the Shadow Council members. This is the Dora that taught her how to sword fight and gave her the Grognak the Barbarian comic.
Ah.
Does that ring a bell?
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Never actually got to her.
Is there anything else? Oh, did you guys want to go get new clothes for the evening? Like fine dinnerware suits?
Yes. Yes, we will. This is how we do it. We have a suite. I give one of them my card. I go to the embassy. I get the clothes. I bring it back.
You don't want to get their fancy clothes from here? They're pretty expensive here, but
I have fancy. I think we all have fancy clothes at the embassy.
No problem. You bring back your own fancy clothes.
Tailored fitted fancy clothes. So
yes. All right, no worries. Let's see. For you've already marked off the extra suite for the fine dining. It's a mere 10 per person here. So somebody mark off 40 silvers because, like I said, some things are really expensive, like clothing, super expensive.
I will mark off 2 gold.
Oh, you want the fine wine, people hanging out at the table?
No, not the
full service.
Yeah.
No problem.
And just excuse me one moment. Bit of a breeze has picked up. It's causing something to bang.
Okay.
He goes out. Everything's on fire again. God damn it. He says, come on, stop trying to kill me, Australia.
It's a snake. It's a poisonous snake.
Everything's poisonous in Australia.
I was going to say, you could just say it's a snake in Australia. I would assume it's a highly toxic, one of the top 10 in the world because it's in Australia. I just make that assumption.
It's a poisonous chihuahua.
You could just say it's a chihuahua. I would immediately assume if we're talking about Australia, it's a highly venomous chihuahua, one of the most venomous.
It's a package from Amazon.
I would just assume it is the most venomous package Amazon has ever delivered if it's an Australian thing, yes. No worries.
Dildo.
I would just assume it's the most poisonous dildo that Amazon has ever delivered if we're talking in Australia. Assume that, like, if you say it's an Australian, I just assume that they're venomous and rabid because
Logan, it's a dead horse.
I would just assume it's the most venomous. I'd assume the horse died of poison.
Let's stop beating it. Okay.
Or the dildo, or both.
It's an antidote.
I would just assume that it has such horrible repercussions and side effects.
Yeah. That's awesome. Okay. All right, so we have a lovely dinner.
Nope. Well, you might. I mean, everybody's going to make polite conversation stuff, but what I'm really wanting over dinner is, yes, Glenn's got the right idea. Glenn is like trying to throw food into your mouth there, Rock. And he's like, he's just he picked up part of the roast and he's like, and the Rock is like,
okay, I didn't fumble. I'm just a little rude.
Yeah.
I will introduce these two and whatnot.
She's pretty hot.
What's up?
One thing I'm curious about is whether or not she seems to recognize Glenn. Because
yeah, she knows exactly who he is, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay, that's part of the reason I'm asking that is because it's one of those parallel case situations where I did an investigation and Glenn's also done an investigation that appeared to be in a parallel thing that merged type thing. That's partly why I was interested to see if she recognized him.
Remembers him and stuff. Oh, yes, it's you. There you are. Yeah.
Investigation went much better than mine.
Yes, it did.
No problem. You're Glenn's over there. He's like got the bottle of wine. He's like, what?
And from memory of the case, that she would not be surprised by the way Glenn's acting, considering how the conversation between her, Glenn, and Dana.
She gives you a look that says, if you bring me to, or actually give me an empathy roll. She gives you a look. You attempt to sort out the social.
Yes.
You think if you ever go to Glenn's like just sitting there going,
yeah.
Right now he's got like shrimp bodies on his fingers and he's going, I'm a monster, which I have actually done at a fancy dinner at a fancy restaurant before. And the guy had the look of, oh Jesus. And that was the last time I went with him anymore.
I'm thinking of the Shay Paul scene in Blues Brothers now. We're basically doing the Shay Paul scene from the Blues Brothers. How much for the women?
Your daughter, the women. How much for the women?
Yeah, you may make a note, Pete, since you've sorted out. You think that if you ever bring either of these two, but especially Glenn, to dinner with her again, there will be trouble.
Mm-hmm. It's all right. I thought I'd be polite and not say, sorry, guys, I'm out of here. But
yeah, one of the maitre d's comes by and says, "I'm sorry, sir, your wine is over here. You're gonna please leave these people alone." They're like, you thought that the
yes, it is very smart, fine wine. Let me shove the cork up my nose. Yes, excellent nose.
So the evening goes by like a really slow motion train wreck as far as you and her are concerned, McKay.
That's right. I'm hoping one day they will eventually pick up something.
I've gotten better.
I am so not skill whoring etiquette.
So anyway, eventually you guys drag through. Actually, you can't skill whore anything that's not a spell or amber power, just FYI.
Okay.
But you guys eventually get through. Pete and his lady friend go away, leaving Glenn. Apparently, they're having karaoke night, according to your fumbled etiquette roll. And you think you can win. The band is going and everything.
Oh, yeah.
I did it my way. He belts.
Well, that's one off a crit.
Yeah, that's really, really good.
I like butts and I cannot lie.
Give me your singing roll, Rock. Get that singing.
No,
All right.
I was
Yeah.
rapping anyway. That's a special. That's a write-in skill.
Yeah. People applauded Glenn's singing, not his dancing, not your rapping, but yeah, it's one of those evenings that will live on in the infamy of the Helton.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Pete, give me a stamina endurance roll. She's missed you.
Where is it? There it is.
Come on, premature. Oh, shit. All right. Yeah, you guys, it's like you're teenagers again.
All right. So afterwards or in the morning?
In the morning? Yes, go on.
In my travels, I've learnt how to shapeshift.
She says, you say the most romantic things.
Because
It is an ability I think that for people such as us is quite useful.
Card for Rock.
shape shift my dick bigger. I was thinking about that the other day.
No, I mean, especially if we find zones that we like staying in, and due to the fact that we don't age, there's going to come a time where we need to adopt new personalities or change our appearance to make us look like our offspring and stuff.
Well, I would like to point out that Rock is correct. I think all of us would, given the chance and enough thought, it's like, the shape shifting, I got an idea. I
Yes,
think
but it's
afterward
that-
I'm
but
going to go
it's
by
that-
the
it's that
stables
thing
and
of-
shame the horses.
But it's that thing of, do you risk a fumble doing that?
As long as I had lots and lots of hero points, it would be fine.
Anyway, I haven't learnt it yet, but I am attempting to work out how to teach others how to shapeshift. If you're interested, I can eventually try and teach you how to shapeshift.
She is interested.
Yeah, because as I said, I think it is something that for those of us that don't age, going to be a very useful skill in the future.
Oh yeah, looking older. So yeah.
Yeah, looking older and then potentially looking slightly different so that we can be children or lost a distant relative or something. All that.
That's good thinking ahead, she says. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how it works out. I mean, she says, as long as it's nothing horrifying, cut to Rock turning blue. Yeah.
But yes.
I am actually still blue, so if that's a problem.
Poisonous Australian Smurf.
Oh, you are blue right now.
Yeah, I never shapeshifted back.
He's been blue in every zone we've been to.
Well, you found out in Voraz, it's not a big deal. Here, a lot of people wear body paint, so here it's not a big deal.
Shermer?
Maybe a big deal. Think you're a freak. It's like you are one step worse than the kids that have multicolored
Street
hair.
Performers.
But that's great because my insanity should fuck me and only me. And if I don't fuck the party,
No, they'll just think
this is great. This is perfect.
Yeah. Eventually, you can get full Smurf form if you work up high enough in your shape shifting, and
I know.
Smurfs definitely don't look human at all.
I know.
That there is a family in Kentucky that suffered a genetic trait that caused their skin to be blue
Smurfism?
tinged.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Not an urban legend? Where did you find that out?
I did a search on blue people and got blue people of Kentucky. And it's blue fugates, Fugates. I was trying to remember there was that that group that painted themselves blue.
Blue Man Group?
Yeah, the Blue Man Group. I was trying to see if
I'm
those
so
still
surprised
around.
it wasn't Florida Man.
Yes.
Florida Man turns blue. seems logical.
A rare recessive gene that.
Oh my God, they were really fucking blue.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're
Jesus
really.
Christ.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's
unusual
an actual disease.
If you have a look at the photo, and because there's some of them are still.
They're really blue.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He looks like one of those Star Trek creatures.
Yes.
Andorian. He looks like an Andorian. He just sticks some like antenna on his head.
Yeah, so that
for Halloween.
There's a lot of photos of that one guy with the beard, etc.
Argyria, Blue Man Syndrome.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so awesome.
How's that for you? It's interesting just seeing some of the old photos of them, but also the fact that it's not something that died off.
Yeah, so it's within the realm of possibility. This is pretty cool.
The blue people are descendants of Martin Fugate, who suffered from a recessive gene which limits or stops the production of an enzyme. Wow. Anyway, sorry. But,
I bet they fucking hated that movie Avatar and got that nickname when they left the theater. And
yes, as you all know, gamers are like herding cats.
This is your fuck around day to go and explore different things and go sidetracking and stuff, because I wanted to give, before the season ends, I want to give people plenty of time to just poke around and check on things and stuff before there's like some time off. So yeah, this is a good time for it.
We've got a lot of business to get to still. We still haven't done Hika. Okay, so we stay the night. I get my magic points back.
Anybody who's wounded, except for McKay, who's busy, can go ahead and try a willpower roll. You just don't get enough sleep, McKay. I'm sorry.
That's right.
Unless you're like, fuck you, I'm going to get my magic points, cast, pass out. Because in Logan's world, there is never insomnia for spellcasters. All spellcasters can fall asleep whenever they fucking want. And what a great world that would be, I'll tell you what. Now this laying around for a couple hours in bed waiting for sleep to come get you. No, instant if you want it.
Willpower times 3 is how many hit points?
3. It's the inverse.
Okay.
Cool. You guys all wake up refreshed in the morning. McKay, give me an acting roll.
Acting.
By
a quarter.
You would never know that he had a hot date last night. You would never even suspect. He looks like he always does, dignified and reserved. Apparently a gentleman doesn't fuck and tell.
No walk of shame for Joshua. Right.
Mark off 6 silver, somebody. You guys eat a lovely breakfast.
Okay, sure. Done. I'll pay for that.
Yeah. You guys ate a lovely breakfast. It's a light breakfast, but, works for McKay eats a bit ravenously, like he's trying to replenish muscle mass or whatever.
Yeah, and we clean up and get changed and everything.
Yes, McKay already looks freshly showered and whatnot. His lady friend has gone away to wherever she goes, and Glenn has been scrubbed down by a team of experts after his meal. They suggest next time that perhaps he would like a layered bucket.
Couple of other things, Logan. I'll warn her that Clems appears to be playing up.
And that is horrifying to her because she has used that in the past. So she.
Yes, exactly. That's why I'm pre-warning her.
Don't go to Vorus.
Also, because where her dwelling is, unless she's moved, is actually right near the barber shop. Yeah, just that.
Did we?
Keep an eye out.
She's freaked out by that. That freaks her out pretty bad.
Yeah.
And we want to check out Clem's here and make sure he hasn't disappeared in all Clem's, because Clem's is kind of connected.
Take a card there, Russ.
Okay.
So you guys in the morning go strolling over. Everybody still in their nice clothes? Or are you back to adventuring clothes? Or are you to town clothes? Apparently, Glenn needs to take a poop, and he hasn't done it yet.
Who wants a pause-saving opponent fails?
Did they give me new shoes?
Yeah, I'm sure McKay would have picked them up for you because he's thoughtful and shit, which irritates me.
Thank you.
Pause-saving opponent fails. Going once? Going twice?
Hang on a second. Yeah, sure. I've got a happy holidays, so I'll get rid of that.
But it could be your special day.
I already got the special day card. It's gone.
By the way, don't forget during the break, if you come up with ideas for cards, there's somewhere on the board you can put card ideas, I think.
And you know what I want to happen is I'm getting another happy birthday on Sunday, because that'll be the day after my birthday. That would be fucking hilarious.
I hope you do. I hope you do.
Yeah. How many, out of curiosity, how many overflow and how many hero points is everybody at? Start with Glenn, go to Rock, and then McKay. Glenn, hero points and overflow?
20 and 48.
Very close. Rock?
20, 23.
Cool. Pete?
16, 101.
Did you already got your 100 power, yeah?
Yeah, reverse dice. But in the last couple of sessions, I've burned through hero points. Partly one because I wanted to save the children, and the other one because of getting reverse dice.
Cool.
So I had to build
you guys you walk like there's poop in your pants over to the Clem's.
The old Mosey.
Yeah, Clem is in here. He's puttering around the barber shop doing barber things.
I am moseying like a badass motherfucker.
You just see the porn stash works out well. You're thinking if he had like a big cowboy hat on, that would be in Spurs. Spurs would be good.
Ba-da-dum. Anyway.
Right. You guys want to go into Clem's or just slowly mosey by it?
Hang on a second. Can I
Look
mosey?
at the window like a creeper.
Okay. You stick your face up.
The ability to mosey.
All right. Mosey into Clem's.
All right. No problem. Clem says, "Howdy, partner. What can I do you for?"
Not as broken here. Okay.
Well, he is. He doesn't say howdy, partner.
And his head's twitching.
And his head's twitching. And he doesn't hold up his hand like that.
Yeah, okay. But he said, "Do you for?" Okay, so we need to send out a general warning on the Inner Realm boards not to try and Clem's to Boras. God knows what will happen.
He goes, "Ah," and lets out like a high-pitched static noise and just stands there like that.
Oh, goddamn. I leave. I fucking leave.
I shall reboot the barbershop.
All right. Clem's is currently closed.
And for those who aren't aware, by that I mean I take out the pole, turn it upside down, then take it out again and put it the right way up.
Cool.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you won't find out what happened until tomorrow.
No.
That's okay. We can come back here.
Anybody see that fucking 98 I rolled?
Yes, I did. That's why I rebooted Clem's. Have you
All
tried
right.
Have you tried rebooting the system?
Yes. See, Pete is using computer tactics that Logan knows may work. Turn it
Have
off.
you tried turning it off and turning it on
Turning it
again?
on again. Yes, exactly right.
Exactly. See, this is where Freddie has made mistakes. He's like, all right, if I go in and hack the BIOS, and I'm like, nobody knows those words. That's not a real thing. But turning it off and back on again, Logan is familiar with this. It may actually do something.
Yeah, we
Real
should
life
try that in
BIOS
Boris.
may do something, but yeah.
We should try that in Boris. Okay, so are we going to Hika?
Yes.
All right, I'll luck roll my car to the back alley in Hika.
Oh, you're going to trump there. I was going to say, it's only a day's walk, a lot less by train.
Except for the fact we're in a completely different zone.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you're right.
That's Melwick's.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, off to
And
Hika via Trump.
if it's a day's walk, then this zone's really got screwed up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. No problem. You guys trump through. Where does your trump go specifically in Hika?
Back alley by the tall building that the sniper shot came from.
The abandoned.
Oh, that one. Yes, it's pretty fucking deserted here. It's almost like people don't come around here. This is also really close to Rasslin Rad's munition factory. If anybody wants to go in there to where they make all the gunpowder and bullets, maybe have a nice smoke.
Go see if it's on fire.
Pump some gas, too. We're going to pump some gas, buy some fireworks, and have a nice smoke.
There you go.
They have that in the South, fireworks and gas.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, in America, you can get drive-through drugstore and guns and alcohol all in the same place. So yeah, I wouldn't put it past them.
He is not shitting you.
Yes, we will go. We will go to the munitions factory just to see how things are going there.
Well, since Freddie hasn't been here, it's not on fire.
I will check with Flora and make sure everything's okay.
With whom?
Flora,
The manager.
the manager, Flora Sacco, the foreman,
Got it. No problem.
and
Yes.
see if how Dino, Gervasio, Anita, Benito, and Modesto are doing.
Very nice notes, Pete. I got the whole list here on mine.
They do a very nice.
Peter, just
a very
take a
nice.
card. You bastard. Take a card.
We speak at the end.
You gave us the names of the foreman and the staff, so we all noted it down.
I'm just now imagining McKay speaking Italian the way that Peter from Family Guy does. Bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing. And they start going, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada.
Gotta gesticulate.
A lot, yes.
What's the matter, you? Hey!
No problem. Yeah, you go in and you talk to them. Everything's going just fine. They haven't had any weird shit happen. Other than there was a note delivered. They don't know where it came from or anything.
Mm-hmm.
They found it in the morning when they were coming into work. They weren't sure what to do with it, but they can give it to you if you get back to Mr. Rat,
Certainly.
as they call Rasslin Rad. They give you a giant rock with rope on it. Here you go, just take that. And you're like, God damn it. Now, right, they give you this note here. There you go.
Same weird text and everything. So is that handwritten or is it printed or?
It's handwritten.
Do you know where the green flame bar is?
Yeah, but I don't recommend. The foreman takes you out of the building while everybody's like trying their best to fucking listen in and shit. It's like, I don't recommend going there. It's got bad sorts that hang out there.
Okay.
Very bad sorts.